Tim Cook and Bill Gates are all examples of great leaders, both inside and outside their businesses. They all exhibit the great qualities of a leader and were able to lead their companies during the good times as well as the bad. And it is inevitable for some of us to become leaders in life. I am currently enrolled in the leadership course. I have also managed and led people at my last job, which I did for years. While the job required a lot, I constantly relied on my leadership skills and qualities to accomplish tasks in difficult situations. Today I will be informing you about the three key qualities needed to be a well-rounded leader, which are good communication skills, emotional intelligence, and the ability to make tough decisions. Next slide, please. The website Level Up Leadership Aspire to Be Better did a survey that stated 83% of organizations say that it is important to develop leaders at all levels. Leaders will always be needed and organizations will always be looking for new leaders to replace the old, especially now because the baby boomers are all retiring. To fully understand what leadership is, I will define what a leader is within the business context. In September 2014 edition of Management Policies and Practices, author and a doctor of leadership, Dr. Ali Akatani, wrote an article titled, "Are Leadership and Management Different?" A review stated, although there are a variety of leadership definitions, the majority of definitions focus on two components, which are the process of influencing and in a group of individuals to obtain a common goal and to develop a vision. In my own words, leaders influence a group of people to work towards the same common goal that they all believe in. A lot of people think that managers and leaders are the same, and that's not the case. While they do share some qualities, leaders tend to innovate, take risks, and when they overcome the obstacles that are in their way, where managers just follow guidelines and strive to get short-term goals accomplished. Next slide, please. According to the book Leaders, the Strategies for Taking Charge, published in 2012, Warren Bennis and Bert Nanas wrote, "Managers do things right while leaders do the right things." This basically means that managers tend to follow the guidelines and don't really stray outside of the guidelines. And that leaders, they do have a vision and are able to innovate and take risks in their fields and understand that those risks may offer a way to their vision or promise an outcome. Now let's talk about good communication skills. Good communication has many facets to it. Effective communication in the workplace is a major factor in getting tasks completed and also getting them done on a timely manner. Being able to communicate saves a lot of time because you're able to make sure they understand the information that you're telling them and they're able to get that job or task done. Leaders are also able to make sure that all the questions are answered when they're communicating with others, so they make sure that they get their information across and everyone fully understands. Leaders understand that when communicating with others, they have to have an open mind. Leaders should be open to ideas, whether they like them or not. It's better to respond positively and let others know that they're able to speak up and that their opinion is always valid. This is important in the workplace because it allows others to respect you. And when I worked at my last job, I wasn't really respected as a manager. A lot of the other managers weren't respected, and we weren't heard, and the managers that were above us ended up getting fired because of suggestions we made anyways, and they got changed as soon as we had an actual leader back at our work. Taking and receiving criticism is important, not only for the business and being a leader, but it is important in life in general. Everyone at some point in their life has given or has received constructive criticism. By understanding your limitations as a leader, they can strive to work towards either being a better person or bettering your business. Leaders understand they must keep growing and changing along with the times. By taking others' constructive criticism, emotional intelligence will be able to help leaders be strong enough to take the criticism and give it with a professional way. I mean, that helped us all get our jobs done when we would work. We all, had to smile through the day to get it done. And leaders are able to influence people and essentially be role models. And role models that understand emotions and are able to influence others for the betterment of everyone. They lead by good example. Leaders do things that they do what they need to do. So if they tell someone to do something, they also have a hand in it, and they are able to quickly jump in and do tasks side by side with people, no matter what level they are on the in the office. They're able to help anytime they're needed. These qualities are some of the reasons why people respect and follow in the footsteps of those who lead them. This is where tough decisions making comes into play. Article, Leaders Stop Avoiding Hard Decisions by Ron Carucci on the Harvard Business website. He states, too many leaders avoid making tough calls in an effort to not upset others or lose status in the eyes of their followers. This is explaining that leaders will do whatever they can to basically avoid the criticism at work or people not understanding why they're making this decision, but they obviously have to make the decision whether it's going to be good for morale or not. And people that are still there at the business I understand that it is for the good of the business, and hopefully it'll be, for the good of the employees as well. Even though things might be tough in the office and the decision might lead to bad news, leaders will need to be able to make those decisions and be able to relay and tell their workers about the decisions they made. In conclusion, I have defined what a leader is, talked about good communication skills and what they look like, the importance of emotional intelligence within a leader, and the reasons why leaders need to make hard decisions. While these are just some of the qualities it takes to become a well-rounded leader, these show to be the foundation of where it starts. Thank you.